golf is an industry that's generating over $120 billion per year. And you would think that baseball is generating more, right? Baseball, I think, generates around 10 to $15 billion a year. So it's, let's say, 10 times less. And the key about this is that when you're playing golf, you can practice and play and interact with the sport in many ways. You can go and travel, you can pay green fees, you can buy golf clubs, you can take lessons. And baseball doesn't have that. Baseball doesn't have a place where people can go and enjoy and actually experience the sport other than go watch it in television or going to the stadium, right? So that's where we see the billion-dollar opportunity, creating a baseball concept for local communities across the US that can go and enjoy their favorite sport with their family, friends, and colleagues. The plans for Batbox is we're opening in Dallas Q1 next year. After that, we want to expand through key baseball cities in the US, cities like Houston, cities like Boston, cities like Chicago, Atlanta, and we really want to start with those major league cities, let's say. And then from that, start expanding to smaller communities. And really, what we want to do is try to make this accessible for everyone and that everybody can play in a bad box that is close to them, right? Obviously, we have a very big plan of creating a national online community of baseball players where we can actually not only play on national tournaments live across all the locations, but against people in Japan, in Korea, in Mexico, in Latin America. So we really want to create a national an international community of people competing with the sport and trying to grow the game through this amazing technology. There are very crowded spaces in the entertainment. There are concepts that now have been working for a lot of years that they're getting obsolete right now, like bowling and maybe other industries that have been the base of entertainment for a lot of years, right? So I think baseball is a huge sport and nobody is doing this right now. So there's a free highway for us to be able to make this more approachable for people. The second one is the technology. No entertainment concept or sports entertainment concept is going to work with a technology that people don't enjoy and that actually offers a realistic gameplay, right? And a fun gameplay. So when you try the technology and when you go to Batbox and play, you really, really are competing. You are trying to hit the ball. You are trying to do home runs. You're trying to punch out your opponent, and you're really having a good time. So, complemented to that, obviously, we're creating a very cool F&B program. We are creating a venue that you feel comfortable in going for a corporate event, going with friends, with family. So I would say number one and two is the baseball technology that we have, and the other that all of the rest of why we are better is because we are creating a very cool hospitality venue where you can go and enjoy and win with friends, have great food, and have a great time. So the technology, as I mentioned previously, it's from a South Korean company called Golfzone. It's a multi-billion-dollar company, and Strikeson, which is the baseball technology, is a subsidiary of them. And they've been great. They're the number one the best-selling golf simulator in the world. They have over 9,000 locations around the globe with more than 50,000 golf simulators installed around the world. That technology is amazing. Their sensors, they have over 200 patents for golf in their sensors and all that. And using the same technology, they created the baseball simulator that is Strikeson. They have 8 patents protecting this. And Batbox is in an exclusive agreement with them for the expansion in US and Mexico and potentially Latin America. We have a gold mine here. We have the greatest technology for two of the biggest sports and the biggest sport in the US. So what we need to get right is the actual environment, the food and beverage, and the people coming here have a good time, right? Like we know we'll come here for the sport, for the baseball, for the technology, but we need to give them the rest of the experience. And that's what we've been working on in our locations for 4 years. We've been improving the small details, getting an F&B program that people love, that people really enjoy the food with a memorable experience. All that complemented with the social and sport and competitive of the concept. So that's what we've been working on for the past 4 years. And I would say our ultimate goal is that you go to Batbox and you say like, this is a night that I will never forget. Not only because of the experience, because of the food, because of the beverage, and the whole entertainment experience you live with your friends and family. So we were, yes, trying to reach out to our ones, but emerging was the guys that we wanted to reach out and we'll really want to get on board. So you can have the money, you can have the idea, you can have everything you want, but if you don't have the right team on board and the right execution, that's the whole difference. So that's one of the most important parts that we want to do correctly from day one in the US.
It's an untapped market of fans who truly and deeply love the game because it's in culture. And I think we fill that void and helps open the door to people who don't have the opportunity to do it on a regular basis. Yes, it's a given. There's probably going to be some competition in the space. However, we have that exclusive relationship with Strike Zone from Korea. It's based on 2 decades worth of development. We feel it's the best in class technology around. So that's in constant improvement mode as well. So there'll be concepts who want to try and compete with us, but we'll be a step ahead. The technology, through our own design component, through our own food and beverage. Well, we've been operating as Batbox for plus 4 years. We thrived during COVID when everyone else was struggling. We've come out the other side. We've improved design. We've improved concept. We've solidified a relationship on a technology stance. We've improved the technology as well with our partners in Korea. And if you're looking from a landlord perspective, going, well, what, wanting to take that risk, really for us there is no risk. We're a proven concept with 4 to 5 years worth of operating know-how behind us, and operating through one of the hardest times that we've seen in the last few decades. So I think if a landlord's looking at us, it should give them you shouldn't give them cause for concern, because I think they can look at us and go, okay, that's reliable, very consistent in sales, very consistent in profitability, plus it has phenomenal branding. So I think we're doing a lot from that perspective. But I think if you look at the food and beverage piece, where we are wanting to be, exceptional in what we're offering from a culinary and a beverage standpoint, where it's crafted to complement the gameplay. And we have an ethos that we want to be a flavor first approach that's deliverable. It's consistent, it's localized, it's seasonal, and that's what the regular consumer is looking for now. The expectations are way higher. When we're delivering that, we can be intelligently disruptive and creative, and that in turn allows us to be industry leading and best in class.